Some people say that being rich is a curse because you're not struggling to feed your family or pay your rent. And so I guess life can be so boring that you have insane requests just to spice things up. And so Vice spoke to workers at hotels to see what the craziest requests have been from some of their wealthier patrons. And here's what we have learned, okay? Now, I wanna be clear that the hotel workers obviously didn't wanna share their full names or their real names out of fear that if they did so, they would face some consequences from their employers. So they shared either just their first name or some sort of fake name. But with that said, here's what we know. One person told Vice, late into the night, he would step into the hotel lobby with over a dozen security guards surrounding him and start crawling and growling on the floor like an animal. He would even ask some of his guards to do the same. This is apparently the president of a multinational automobile conglomerate.
No, guys, this story is amazing. Wait till you get to the lobsters. I can't believe the lobster story. Okay,
Jordan Peterson's involved. No, I'm just kidding. He's not.
So, but the amazing part of the one Anna just read to you, he did it in the hotel lobby. It's public, and he did it every day for a month.
No, he gets a rise out of it. Apparently, like he likes it. He likes humiliating himself like that in front of. But no kink shaming. I'm not judging if anyone else is into that kind of thing. Okay.
But that is on a spectacular level, right?
Yeah.
I guess it's kink. I mean, I almost hope it's a fetish.
I don't know. This isn't for me, it's for other people, so I can't tell, right? But look, it's totally fine for him to like wanna crawl around the hotel lobby and do all that. But like having his guards do it with him is, I think, kind of abusive, no?
Of course! I hope he pays well. Of course it's humiliating and terrible. But imagine if you saw it, you'd be like, what in the world is going on? And then somebody's like, oh, come back tomorrow night, bring friends. He does it every night. It's unbelievable. They just don't know what to do with them. So this story has two huge lessons. One, they don't know how to spend their money, okay? So he's at a spectacular hotel, of course. But the other ones have more to do with money. The second is, there are no consequences for rich people anywhere in the world. So they can do anything they want. I mean, obviously there's the more serious issues of breaking the law, et cetera, and we cover that all the time on the show, and they know they can get away with it. And here in America, they even invented a thing called affluenza. A kid got off because the judge said he was too rich to know the consequences of his crimes. Okay, these are more fun, okay? So let's give you more.
Now, I do want to have like one warning as we move forward. Like, I feel that if anyone does something like that publicly, someone would film it. Like, how is there no footage of this?
No, I think that one was in India. And so it doesn't mean that they don't have smartphones, they do, but the consequence of filming it might be more severe.
Oh, interesting. Okay, fair enough. Well, let's move on to other crazy requests, this time from a prominent PETA ambassador. They insisted on doing a photo shoot with 2 elephants. We had to take special permissions from the local municipal corporation to get these elephants all the way from the outskirts of the city, nearly 70 kilometers from the hotel. We had to run from pillar to post to arrange for well-ventilated halls and grounds for the elephants to rest. Okay, let's just address the fact that this was a request that was fulfilled for an ambassador for PETA. Seems pretty abusive to the animals here, no? For your little photo shoot.
How do they not see that irony? How do they not see it? Because look, rich people have been protected from the consequences of their actions for so long. I think they don't even understand what we're saying when we say, hey, that affects other people, and in that case, animals as well.
Right.
Even though they're an ambassador for PETA, it's just unreal.
There's more. A man in the top 500 richest people in the world also had a strange request and apparently enjoyed this ritual of shame. One day, his stock plunged to a record-breaking low, which sounds fun. That night, he wanted to sleep on the table of the restaurant and asked for around 20 cooked lobsters to be laid out across his body. As if this wasn't weird enough, he asked the hotel staff to empty 3 Italian red wine bottles in an ice bucket. He dipped his shirt in the bucket and kept wiping his face for the next few hours with that $1,000 wine-soaked shirt.
No, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
And his name was Donald Trump. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm kidding. Although listening to it, I was like, Elon Musk? Okay, no, we don't know. We have no idea.
Yeah.
What? Why 20 lobsters on your body? Why are you sleeping on a table in a restaurant? And why are you wiping your face with $1,000? They literally,
I'm still rich. I'm still rich. I'm still rich, right? I'm still rich. That's what it was. I'm still rich. I'm still rich. I love my stock.
No, but I actually think that is a part of it.
No, that's 100% what it is.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Jake, come on.
It's unbelievable.
Why else? It's not really a ritual of shame. It's a ritual of making him feel good about himself as he's losing wealth in the stock market.
Yeah, because remember, he's one of the 500 richest people. It doesn't matter how much he loses. He's still going to be incredibly. I mean, if he's in the top 500, that means he's a billionaire. Like, what difference would it be if he? Oh my God, he went from, $11 billion to only having 200 million. You can't spend 200 million in a lifetime, unless you're trying to buy sports teams and mega yachts and stuff like that. So what difference does it make? He could put himself 200 lobsters on him every night, and it still wouldn't make a dent in 200 million, let alone billions, right?
These people are just, people aspire to get to, forget wealth. People just aspire to get to financial stability, to be able to have their basic needs met, to not be stressed out about money. And they want to enjoy life. That's the point of having money, right? To have peace of mind and to enjoy your time with friends, family, your loved ones. But these guys are so wealthy that they create problems for themselves, weird problems that they don't really have, but they've just manufactured for themselves. They're miserable human beings.
Totally, and I thought 2 other things in this story. One is, the entire time I was reading it, tax the rich, tax the rich, okay? They don't know what to do with their money. They're flummoxed, let's help them out, okay? Yeah. And remember, the top marginal tax rate is for above a certain amount. So it's like one of the proposals starts at $1 above $50 million. They ain't gonna miss it, okay?
Right, totally.
What is he gonna put 19 lobsters on his body? Right, they're not gonna make any difference. The second thing was what Anna said. They're actually miserable. I mean, they have all that money and they also wasted on not being happy. The rest of us are dying to get rich so we can be happy, so we can have comfort, so we can not worry about the rent, etc. They have all of that in spades, and they're so stupid and arrogant and out of touch most of all, right? That they're miserable. Money is wasted on the rich.
We got to get to the last example, which is maybe one of my favorites. This has to do with a millionaire from China and his unusual date. He had a disastrous singing career before he made it big in the tech space. Somehow it seems he never got over his past. He actually wanted to have dinner off a blow-up doll resembling Taylor Swift. The doll itself was heavily bejeweled and had an expensive swimsuit on it. This continued for a few days until we found the doll riddled with what looked like bullet holes lying supine outside his room. He should be investigated. There might be some other stuff going on here. What?
If you're shooting blow-up dolls of Taylor Swift, you're doing other things as well. Okay, that's a guy who's out of control. That ain't, hey, he's having fun with lobsters and crawling around the hotel lobby. That's a little dangerous, okay? Anyways, bejeweled is one of my favorite terms. They ruined it. I don't know what they mean by bejeweled in that context, but I don't want to know. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.